Hello, everyone.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right, Talon 1, you purchased the movie Stranger Than Fiction.
Yes. Will Ferrell drama is pretty much the extent of what I know about it.
Yeah.
I remember when it was coming out, people were making a big deal about the fact that Will Ferrell was doing a more dramatic role, but then I never noticed it in the theaters or anywhere around me, or when it came out on video or DVD or whatever.
Sure.
It just kind of Will Ferrell's got a drama, and then it just kind of disappeared. At least where I am. I'm sure it was in theaters. I'm sure it was popular among a lot of people, but it just never tracked with me after hearing it was going to be a thing.
I feel like this is a movie I used to see in Blockbuster a lot.
Okay.
My parents were big Will Ferrell fans, as far as his comedies go.
Sure.
So I'm not sure if they've ever seen it, but it was never in our house, certainly.
Right.
I did notice before we started this, Mark Foster is the director of this movie. His filmography is strange. Okay, no pun intended. But it's he did the movie Monsters Ball, Quantum of Solace, The Kite Runner, this movie, and then recently A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks.
All right.
That's pretty all over the place.
The Bond one's the only one I've seen of those.
Okay, but still, I feel like in terms of genre,
right,
and that's pretty versatile, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to see this. Quantum of Solace, not the best Bond movie, but
I agree.
It was well directed.
Sure,
I can say that much. So yeah, I'm excited to see this. I really doubt Will Ferrell's going to be taking out guys in this movie, but
right.
You never know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Again, I don't really know what this is about. I feel like I might have known when it was coming out, what the premise was, but I can't remember it at all.
Sure.
Other than the truth is stranger than fiction, so I'm assuming there's a writing element to it, maybe.
Maybe.
Is where the line comes from, but that could just be a wild guess too. It just might be a strange movie.
Sure. And I'm actually excited to see Will Ferrell tackle a dramatic role as well,
sure.
Because I love it when comedians do this, Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler. So, Will Ferrell doesn't really get a lot of praise for his dramatic work the few times that he's done it.
I saw one of his movies. I can't remember what it was called. It was the one where his wife left him and he sat on his... Everything Must Go, yeah, where he was selling all his furniture off. And it was all right. I remember thinking it was okay.
I think it's more famous for the memes that came out
of
that
that
movie.
Okay.
Him on his lawn with the beer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a gif.
Fair enough. We should get started here, but Talon 1, thanks again. We do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special thank you to super patrons Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldez, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudugundavarapu, Torgir Linkstad, and WerePanda47. As always, guys, thank you so much. We're really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Morning.
If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we have coming your way.
Subscribing to that lucky 1 millionth subscriber that we are definitely super close to.
Yes.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or we're currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On everything on Patreon, you will have to sync and watch along in your own source material. Due to copyright law, you're only going to see and hear us.
Harold Crick was a man of infinite numbers and remarkably few words, and his wristwatch said even less. For 12 years, Harold would brush each of his 32 teeth 76 times.
Kind of reminds me of Fight Club in the opening a little bit here.
Kinda. Yeah, I can see that. So he is meticulous.
So it's a cross between Fight Club and American Psycho we've got going here in the morning.
So far with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like Emma Thompson.
Could be.
Yeah. That's any British actor.
Right, yeah. So it's I can't put it that specifically. So he's got the most boring job in the world, and he's the most boring guy.
Yeah. Kind of like Walter Mitty.
Yeah. Is this young him?
I don't know at this point. Yeah.
He would have said that this particular Wednesday was exactly like all the Wednesdays prior.
Wednesday.
And he began it the same way he...
It's great pronunciation. Oh, okay.
I thought the watch changed it, not the toothbrush.
And he began it the same way he always did.
Hello?
Oh, is he hearing the narration?
He began it the same way he always did. When others' minds would...
I guess.
Hello? Someone there?
Yeah, I think he's hearing the narration.
So is he not a real person
When others' minds would fantasize about...
See that, or he's losing it. I think he's imagining it.
Oh, no, I think he might be a fictional character. This isn't a real... He's becoming a self-aware fictional character in a story.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
It was remarkable how the simple, modest...
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
...would become the catalyst for an entirely new life.
This is kind of like Free Guy, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Like it's a fictional world.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Terrible squeaking sound as they flexed against the asphalt.
So now we know that Free Guy is not that original.
Right. Yeah. Free Guy ripped this off.
The voice, did you hear it? Harold just thought it was a Wednesday.
Crazy.
See, that's kind of what I thought, was that he's just losing it.
I'm Harold.
Harold, it's okay. It's Wednesday.
I don't think he's just losing it because it was there before he noticed it.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. Good catch.
Second. Hey, Harold, what's 67 times 4?
This guy, he's on Veep.
I just totally caught some insurance adjuster claiming his jet ski as.
Hey!
Oh, it's Tony Hale.
Hey, brother.
Speaking of Veep,
Dave, I'm being followed.
by a narrator.
Harold, you're staring at boxes. What is she narrating?
The sound the paper made against the folder had the
Like the echo.
every day to constantly watch.
There's no way he hears it.
Yo, look at his face.
No audits. Have a good day.
We got a baker.
The director's wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! You
Oh, Maggie.
I understand.
Oh, the baker.
get bent! Tax man!
Must be fun to be an IRS agent.
Right, yeah.
A sharp reprimand.
A reprimand? This isn't boarding school, Miss Pascal. You stole from the government.
That's extreme.
Yeah.
Only if I recognize your right to audit me, Mr. Crook.
Miss Pascal, I'm right here auditing you.
Yeah.
I sent a letter to that effect.
Would it be the letter that begins, "Dear imperialist swine"?
I like her.
Miss Pascal, what you're describing is anarchy.
What you're describing is anarchy.
Am I a member?
An anarchist group, yes.
That's a dumb question.
It was difficult for Harold to imagine Miss Pascal as a revolutionary,
Not now.
Not now.
and so he tried his best to remain professional, but of course failed. He couldn't help.
Yeah, she's really cute.
Yeah.
Mr. Crick,
Yes, what is it?
at my tits.
I don't think I was. I can assure you it was only as a representative of the United States government.
God, man.
Beleaguered and exasperated outside the bakery.
There it is. He's shouting.
No, I'm not. I'm cursing you, you stupid voice, so shut up and leave me alone!
Do you think the writer is aware that his character is doing this, or
Well,
you know what I mean?
I mean, maybe.
Like, wouldn't you be if you're controlling your own story? It seems like he's revolting against the story he's in.
Knew it. Called it.
Yep.
Emma Thompson.
So she's the writer.
Hey, what?
I need to know what the story is with the kid on the bike. I don't like heights enough to walk right up to the ledge like that. What?
Excuse me.
Oh.
Is she a writer or is she a patient? Like Queen
Are you Miss
Latifah?
Eiffel?
Yes,
Excellent. May I ask what you're doing?
Oh, for a second I thought she was an inpatient somewhere.
Me too.
I don't need a secretary.
Do you have writer's block?
Doesn't sound like it.
What do you think about leaping off a building?
It's a bad idea.
Sounds like you need some help.
Everyone thinks about leaping off a building.
Well, I certainly
Everyone.
don't think about leaping off of a building.
I don't either.
Yeah. And also, she's clearly depressed.
Yeah. She might need therapy.
I don't know
instead
how
of
to
an
kill Harold
assistant.
Crick. That's why they sent you.
Oh.
As much as I would like to, I cannot simply throw Harold Crick off a building.
Okay, so it's a close. She's feeling a close relationship with her fictional character, is why.
Gotcha. So the Will Ferrell stuff is not real.
Right.
And I will gladly and quietly help you kill Harold Crick.
Okay. Sorry, Will.
Yeah.
Why was Harold talking to this man?
I know that you know.
This man was an
that
idiot.
we're very
Why Miss Pascal had made his fingertips quiver and lips
The
go
clouds moving in
numb.
the background.
Yeah, they are. That's really cool.
use some of that vacay time.
I'll think about it.
He's definitely not gonna, is he?
No, because he's not done with Maggie.
I'm not really supposed to do this, but
It's a really cool watch, by the way. Is this the inciting incident with the watch they were talking about at the beginning?
In fact, Harold had never once paid attention to his watch other than to find out the time. It drove his watch crazy.
Sentient watch.
Yeah.
Simple, seemingly innocuous act would result in his imminent death.
What?
Oh my god.
So now he's aware.
Yeah, now he's aware that he's gonna die.
Why?
That's a
Why
good question.
my death? Hello?
It makes so much sense why it's Will Ferrell now.
Yeah.
He gets to shout and do his thing.
Why won't you say anything? I heard you. That would result in his imminent death.
I like how some of the camera shots here.
Yeah.
Frantically grabbed his lamp. Dashed it on the ground. Kicking it repeatedly.
This is actually sad.
Yeah.
Say something!
Wow.
This is pretty solid work from Will Ferrell here.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm just what I'm really curious about as we move forward is like, does he start rebelling against the narration? You know what I mean? If he can.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how in control this is he?
How does that change him hearing that now?
The voice isn't telling me to do anything. It's telling me what I've already done, accurately and with a better vocabulary.
Oh, The Year of Living Dangerously.
Linda Hunt.
Yeah, yeah.
Before the story concludes with your death.
Yes.
God, you would sound so nuts.
Yeah.
You don't sound like a broken record, but it's just not schizophrenia.
I would assume I was schizophrenic.
I would assume something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
I suppose I would send you to see someone who knows about literature.
Is it going to be her? Would that be crazy if he actually met her?
Young gentleman who called me about the narrator.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin Hoffman,
The
man.
narrator says
I love Dustin Hoffman.
Me too.
dramatic irony. Every time.
That's a great line.
Thus far, there doesn't seem to be a single literary thing about him.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Yeah. And beside that, this semester I'm teaching 5 courses, I'm mentoring 2 doctoral candidates, and I'm the faculty lifeguard at the pool.
Faculty lifeguard.
Write down what she said or something. That's all I can suggest.
Little did he know that
Did you say little did he know? I've written papers on little did he know. Little did he know means there's something he doesn't know. That means there's something you don't know. Do you know that?
Well, yeah.
10 seconds ago, you said you wouldn't help me.
It's been a very revealing 10 seconds, Harold.
Miss Pascal, it's Harold Crick from the IRS.
Excuse me. Hi.
That is awkward.
Yeah.
Would you like a seat?
Nope.
There's 11 open ones. Rigorous aptitude test before we can work. Unfortunately for you, we aren't tested on tact or good manners, so...
Oh, that's actually really sweet.
I ogled you.
I ogled you.
Sorry.
It's actually a really nice apology.
Yeah, that is nice.
Okay, apology accepted. But only because you stammered.
Don't ogle again.
This is good camera work.
Yeah.
So you're a frequenter of the Metropolitan Transit Authority, too?
I'm just late.
Big flag burning to get to?
Weekly evil conspiracy and needlepoint group.
I left my thimbles and socialist reading material at home.
Oh, a joke. Good for him.
You have very straight teeth.
Very small talk. So elated, he exited the Transit Authority bus a good 27 blocks too early and would now have...
Oh my God.
Harold.
27 blocks.
You know what?
It's like, I hope you have an hour to kill.
Right. He did okay, though.
No, he did. He did better than I thought he would do.
I don't think he's going to die. I think we're going to get there. I really do. It'd be really sad if he did.
I mean, if he's not a real person, I'd think there's some poetry to killing him.
Sure.
Depending on how and what and, you know, all that.
Yeah.
Looks like our narrator hasn't killed you quite yet.
No, not yet.
Clearly, he's a vessel for the author, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, is it possible at one time that you were made of stone, wood, lye, buried corpse parts?
Trying to eliminate authors.
Do you have magical powers?
Do you have magical powers?
So he's not going to be in a Harry Potter book.
There we go.
There's something with this that I really don't understand.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is this in her head again?
It has to be, right? This is her still trying to work out how to kill Harold?
May I ask what we're doing out here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that means that the woman, the bus driver, and the kid on the bike are fake too.
Yep. Have to be. Yeah, it's in her head.
So they're going to be in Harold's world and not her world. That is so gross.
It's nasty.
What's your favorite word?
Integer.
Good.
Numbers.
Do you aspire to anything?
It's raining in Harold's world too.
Oh, that's cool.
The last thing to determine conclusively is whether you're in a comedy or a tragedy. Tragedy, you die. Comedy, you get hitched.
Yeah, I mean, that's every Shakespeare play.
For sure.
I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to start doing things that he's taking control, like learning how to play the guitar, and Emma Thompson's not going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just started auditing a woman who told me to get bent.
Well, that sounds like a comedy. Try to develop that.
Nice.
Yeah, pursue that.
Yeah.
You're here early.
Kind of like
Must have a lot of people to extort.
start having new experiences. Kind of like
Right.
Walter Mitty.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
What's this?
My files.
What?
Oh, that's cold.
It is cold. So I'm thinking maybe it might be tragedy, just because we're starting so light. And,
Right,
and
yeah.
I don't want to say fun, but it is kind of a comedy so far.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think there could be some poetry
So
to him dying.
He might be dead by the end of this movie.
Yeah. It's a cute little shop she has.
I like it a lot, yeah. I love a nice little homey bakery. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You want a cookie? They're warm and gooey. They're fresh out of the oven.
Get a cookie.
Yeah.
No, I don't like cookies.
What?
You don't like cookies? What's wrong with you?
My mother didn't bake. The only cookies I ever had were store-bought.
Oh.
Sit down.
No,
No. Sit down.
Eat a cookie, man.
Yeah.
It was a really awful day. I know. I made sure of it.
Yeah.
You dip it in the milk and eat
Yes.
I bet it's awesome, too.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It's going to blow your mind, Harold. Yeah, look at him.
Yep.
Wow.
I went to Harvard Law, actually. I didn't finish.
Something happened?
No.
She decided she wanted to bake.
I bring my little treats to the study groups, and people loved them. Eat.
That's a lot of cookies.
I just figured if I was going to make the world a better place, I would do it with cookies.
Good for you. Fictitious character.
Right.
Oh.
Actually, I shouldn't have even had those other ones, so... I'm happy to purchase them. How's that?
Be a human.
No, it's really, it's not a big deal.
Go home.
She was trying to make a connection with you, man.
You baked those cookies for me, didn't you?
Oh, take the cookies.
This may sound like gibberish to you, but I
That's
think
so
I'm in
sad.
a tragedy.
Oh.
That's really sad.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't connect a lot. I mean,
Right.
that is sad.
I like the fact he said that. He acknowledged that, though. It's like, you tried to do something nice, and I blew it.
Harold's
I'm
not
really
a-
glad he said that.
He's not a bad guy at all.
No,
you know?
not at all. And I think she'll recognize that, too. Just him acknowledging that's a big deal.
For sure.
Most people don't do that. Don't say, like, I really just screwed up, didn't I? I'm really sorry.
He's apologized twice now.
Yeah.
What about work?
Call him tonight. Tell him you're not coming.
Don't go to work?
Okay, call in sick, man. Yeah.
Marshall, you're not kicking.
I love the idea of Dustin Hoffman as a lifeguard.
Right. The faculty lifeguard, like that. They have that.
To similar bodies of water, I fell. Perhaps it is
Oh, he's just not leaving the couch at all.
Oh my gosh!
You can go to the bathroom, man.
Yeah, dude.
eyes will be the first to be plucked out, then sold to cosmetic companies around the world.
This is the darkest documentary ever.
I know.
Mr. Zebra thought he was going to take a nice drink, but you never know who's going to eat when you're dining in Mother Nature.
Oh my god!
And squeeze on the mongoose, but don't
Answer the phone.
Holy cow. You don't have a choice.
Okay, yeah, Emma doesn't want you sitting around all day.
Is that a TV?
Yes, that's a TV. It's my TV.
Well, what's your TV doing in there?
I said I live here, stupid.
I'd be furious, too.
Apartment 2B, 1893 McCarthy.
You say 1893?
They were at the wrong building?
Oh my gosh.
Whoops.
Lawsuit.
Yeah.
Having your apartment eaten by a wrecking ball is something else entirely.
Yeah.
Harold, you don't control your fate.
Exactly.
It's my life.
Absolutely. So just go make it the one you've always wanted.
That's a great sentiment.
It is. So this probably is where he starts rebelling against the
Yeah.
story.
All right, so here's your room, or as I like to call it, Sleep Pod 2. How long you plan on staying again?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
so glad these two are on screen together.
For sure.
If you knew you were gonna die, what would you do?
Am I the richest man in the world?
No, you're just you. Yep.
But do I have a superpower?
No, why would you have a superpower?
I don't know, you said it was hypothetical.
Yes, you're really good at math. You're good at math and you're invisible.
That's easy, I'd go to space camp.
You're invisible and you'd go to space camp?
I didn't pick invisible, you picked invisible.
Aren't you too old to go to space camp?
You're never too old to go to space camp, dude.
Nice.
Love that.
Men my age go to baseball fantasy camp.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. He's not counting. I
Yeah.
was like, what's going on? Oh, he's changing it up. Yeah.
Brush away.
Change it up. Let's see if she notices. Never mind, she's narrating this too.
We forget how in control the story she
Yeah, she's
might
very much in
actually be,
control, yeah.
I'm very curious.
Unfortunately, this guitar
Right.
said, when I get back to Georgia, that woman gonna feel my pain.
Oh my god, that's dark.
These said, I'm very sensitive, very caring, and I have absolutely no idea how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
A damaged and terribly mistreated seafoam green fender staring back at him.
Nice.
Excuse me?
I'd like to see, if at all possible, the ones who aren't gonna make it.
This is dark and twisted.
Really twisted.
Are you suffering from anything?
Just writer's block.
Yeah, I'd be like, get out of my face.
I was like, you need to get away from me.
In who he was, what he wanted, and why he was alive.
It's a weird line because he's doing all these changes, but she doesn't realize the changes are because of her.
He no longer counted his steps to the bus stop. Harold Crick lived his life.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of shades of Walter Mitty in this.
Hi.
Hi.
Say something else.
You can't accept gifts, but you can give them. I'll purchase them.
Oh my god.
Really, I'd like to purchase them. What are they?
Flowers. I brought you flowers.
But it's...
Flower?
Yeah. That's funny.
That's funny.
Really clever.
Yeah.
I know that I've been odd, and I want you.
Oh my god.
That's so forward.
You want me?
In no uncertain terms.
What?
That is so direct.
Yeah.
Isn't there some very established rule?
Probably, yeah.
Auditor, oddity, protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't care. Because I want you.
God, he just keeps saying it. It sounds odd every time.
Death is imminent.
Yeah, it's
you mind
working.
carrying those a little bit further?
You know she's a fictional character because there's no way she's this single and available.
Yeah, there's no way
You're right.
I want you works.
Worked out. He probably does have some stories that'd be pretty interesting.
I bet, yeah.
Some of the things people try to get away with.
What? Do you play the guitar?
Terribly.
Not really, I only know one song.
Oh, play it.
Is that Freebird?
Yeah, right.
Do it.
Live life.
Yeah, it's a great shot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm just a little girl caught in the middle.
You know, Will Ferrell's showing a lot of range in this movie.
Yeah, he is. It's more vulnerable than you're used to seeing him.
Very much.
Nice.
There you go.
This is a romantic pairing I would never have expected in a million years.
Never,
yeah.
ever.
He knew she was falling in love with him.
Oh, so she's writing this to make it more tragic that she's going to kill him.
Yeah.
The voice confirmed it in the middle of the night.
Well, that's wonderful, Harold. I mean, it completely nullifies my list, but Harold... narrator is alive. She's on this list.
Wow.
But she'd have to exist in her own fictional world, I guess, for that to be.
This woman, Karen Eiffel, is one of my favorite authors.
Oh. Oh.
She's just beautiful. Anyway, let me quickly copy this list.
I was like, oh, West Wing. And then I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, that's Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah.
Listen, please. You must tell me if you hear the voice of the narrator again, just for my own edification.
I will.
She's probably about to.
Is this like his glimpse into the real world then? Or is this like
I don't understand now.
Yeah.
I'm really confused on the structure of the world here.
Yeah. He comes out of the book.
It was like, how is she a character?
She's British?
She's her.
Crap. Oh. First of all, she wasn't on my list. I figured you would have mentioned the accent. And
I did too.
You called that.
In every book, the books are all about, they die, she kills them.
Kills who?
The heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main character, you.
Where is she?
She's untraceable. Believe me, I used to teach a class on her. I've written her letters. I mean, she's...
She doesn't write back.
I've written her letters.
Harold, she only writes tragedy.
Okay, this is confusing.
Yeah. It's like, wait, how do they occupy the same world? Someone's gonna die. Going for the apple.
Lady, you need to see a therapist.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Did she
might
have it?
got- I think
Yeah,
she
it's
got
like,
her idea.
Eureka. Yeah.
And I figured out how to kill Harold Crick. May I help you?
I need to speak to Karen Eiffel.
I'm sorry?
Karen Eiffel?
Is there a world where these two come face to face?
No, I'm married. I'm married to her brother. Not in this state, the one over.
Massachusetts?
No. Okay. Listen, I'm one of her characters.
Yeah.
But I think it'll actually kill me, so I need to talk to her and ask her to stop.
He sounds so crazy.
Right? You hear that, you're like, okay, buddy, I'm just going to call the police
Right.
real quick. Oh, he's going to run an audit on her?
Do what?
He's going to run an audit on her?
Probably. Oh, you probably could
Yeah.
find her information
That's
that way.
funny.
Oh, dude, the phones are out.
Can I borrow your cell phone?
Oh, signal's down.
Oh my God, the whole world's fighting against him.
Within moments, Harold found himself running across the plaza, heading for the nearest payphone.
How is she narrating a phone
Why?
call to her?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so confused.
Unless it's her psyche.
By
telling
blocking
her,
him? Yeah.
Telling her not to kill him.
Yeah. I don't know.
The first phone failed to give a dial tone, and the second seemed to be splattered with a fresh batch of mucus.
Oh, how is she writing this? Oh my God.
Yeah, this is her psyche, totally. It's gotta
Has
be.
to be, yeah.
Okay.
So she had to know on some level, right?
Is this Karen Eiffel?
Yes.
My name is Harold Crick. I believe you're writing a story about me.
That's so crazy. So is he a real person then? I don't either. I know I'm being too literal with this story.
Oh my God.
It's just probably just how she pictured him.
Hello, I'm Harold Crick.
I know.
She is crushing this.
Professor Jules Hilbert.
Yeah, he loves your books.
I love his letters.
Now, since we've met and you can see that I exist, you're not going to kill me, right?
Fair question.
Let him read it.
That'd be so crappy.
Yeah.
I may already be dead. Just not typed.
Is that it?
I love how he's so casual with this. Like, he's just accepting it's all real.
They're really committing to the lifeguard bit.
They are.
I really love it.
I thought it was a throwaway line
Nope.
the first time he mentioned it.
We see him on the stand
Yep.
and everything. I love it.
It's a great shot, isn't it?
I love how the movie hasn't decided what it is yet either.
Yeah.
It's
like
weighing out.
we
is it
are
a comedy?
absolutely
Is it a tragedy?
Yep, we're absolutely not following a traditional genre here.
No. Back to the bus driver.
Okay, the bus driver and the kid on the bike are gonna have something to do with his death when you factor in the apple in the road. You know what I mean?
But before that, when the kid merged into traffic, you know. Like
Yeah,
he's on the
yeah.
bike,
I think something's gonna happen in traffic. That's how he's gonna die.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he dies. I think that's what we're getting at here.
I'm starting to think so too.
Yeah.
I was much more optimistic. at the
Well,
beginning.
I mean, obviously they don't want to telecast what it is, how it's going to end, but I think it seems definitely to be leaning towards he's going to die. And I think the way we keep showing that woman and the kid is like, this is inevitable. It's been set in motion since the beginning of the movie that he's going to die.
It's interesting though, since we've been on the journey, that's what's made me swap on it. Is that I'm like, okay, well now that we've seen the journey, yeah, he might die.
Yeah, I think so.
Harold, I'm sorry. You have to die.
Wow.
Oh,
It's her masterpiece.
that's so suck for him.
You're asking me to knowingly face my death.
I mean, it's so different now that we know he's a real person.
Yeah.
Harold, listen to me.
I can't die right now.
I get that sentiment.
Even if you avoid this death, another will find you. It won't be nearly as poetic or meaningful as what she's written.
Yeah, but it's significantly earlier, possibly.
Sure.
Like 40 years.
Yeah. Can I read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he comes out agreeing or disagreeing? If it's that good, he might say,
Let's do
okay,
it. Yeah. Type it up.
It's lovely. I like the part about the guitars.
yeah.
Well,
Look.
listen, I'm...
No, I read it and I loved it. I love your book. And I think you should finish it.
That's really sweet because that's a loaded line, right? Like,
Yeah.
I love my life and I think I should finish it.
Yeah.
That's great.
where she made him meatloaf and chocolate pudding, and the two watched old movies.
Perfect night.
Yeah.
I have to tell
You're going to jail. I finished my audit.
Yeah.
you can deduct
food you give away is a charitable contribution.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I want to make the world a better place, too, Anna. I think that means keeping you out of jail.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, man, I'm an anarchist.
Lock me
We
up.
remember this. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is our little daredevil that gets him killed somehow.
All these paths converge.
Yep. So you're gonna get splattered by a bus.
But if Harold had not set his watch to the incorrect time, Harold would have again barely caught the 8:17 crowd.
Oh, okay, that's...
Until the unthinkable occurred.
Ooh!
God, that was more graphic than I thought they were gonna do.
Yep.
So he saved the kid.
Yeah.
Well, she hadn't finished. Maybe she changes her mind.
Right.
Was definitely not in good shape, but he's okay.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I just came by to...
I've read it.
Yeah.
I think perhaps you may be interested in the new ending.
She didn't kill him. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I like this so much better.
Yeah, for sure.
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Well, you're not dead. Suffered 4 broken ribs, fractured your left arm, and severed an artery in your right arm.
God.
A shard of metal from your watch obstructed the artery, keeping the blood loss low enough to keep you alive, which is pretty cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yep.
You'll be okay. You'll just have a piece of watch embedded in your arm the rest of your life. You're very lucky to be alive, Mr. Crick.
Yeah, you are.
It's kind of nice. He has that a bit of his watch inside
Yeah.
of him.
My God. Oh.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Please don't touch my head.
You stepped in front of a bus to save a little boy?
I didn't have a choice.
That's true. He's not going to like it now, is he?
probably
Like,
not.
this sucks now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm fine with okay.
Yeah.
No, why did you change the book?
Lots of reasons. I realised I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. That's an obvious one.
Dies willingly, knowing he could stop it, then, I mean, isn't that the type of man you want to keep alive?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I like that. Space camp.
I was wondering
yeah.
if that's when the phone call when we asked if you had any age limit on your program. I was hoping that's what he was doing. Poor lady. It wasn't your fault.
It's not your fault. Yeah. Chekhov's pool.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
See, that's a poetic ending too.
Yeah. I think that ending works just fine without killing him.
Absolutely. Especially since she said she's going to go back and change it about a guy who knows he's going to die,
Right.
who ends up living. That does make sense. What I love about this is it's ostensibly about a person who a very depressed person
Yeah.
who ends up choosing life.
For sure, right?
I love that.
I did too. This is one of those movies where it's like I feel like the journey is what's really important, you know, and the revelations and the mystery of it.
Mm-hmm.
I both really love that like a lot,
Yeah.
and don't know if I'll ever watch it again. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Whereas like, because I've seen The Sixth Sense one time in the theater, never watched it again, and I loved the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that journey was a one-time kind of journey. In the best way.
Sure.
And I feel like this is that same kind of thing. I loved the journey I just went on, and I don't know if it's repeatable.
You took away what you needed from it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I really was along for the ride there.
I love that
in a perfect way.
I love that it really played with our predictions and our anticipation
Yeah.
of what's going to happen, right? Because the whole time, like at the beginning, I was like pretty sure I was like, okay, he's going to live. But once
because it was such a comedy early on. I was like, they're not going to kill him.
But once it played
Right.
out and they started laying all this in front of us, I was like, okay, he's got to live his life and he's got to die. That's kind of
Yeah.
the human experience, right?
Right.
But that last bit of dialogue between her and Dustin Hoffman, that's when it really clicks. You're like,
For sure.
Gotcha.
I'm
Gotcha.
I'm good with okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like that
was beautiful.
And also, like, you can make a drama or a dramedy and not have it end in tragedy. You know what I mean? But I love the optimistic outlook on life that this movie kind of has, right? And I was very fascinated by Emma Thompson's character as well.
Yeah, she's such a remarkable actress. I wish she got to work more. I just feel like I think she's in that boat that a lot of women find themselves in, her performers. You just kind of age out of what people like from you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's unfortunate. It's that thing that, I mean, it didn't happen to men. Sean Connery got to be the big brash action star until he was 90. Same with Harrison Ford.
Sexiest man alive.
Right.
In the 1990s.
Exactly. But like, Julia Roberts didn't get to really keep going. Had to really kind of change things up. Emma Thompson's kind of in that group of incredibly talented people, but it's like, we get those jokes on 30 Rock a lot. It's like you can only do what you're good at for so long as a woman, as opposed to men.
There's truth to that in terms of like celebrity, but also in terms of artistry. I think that I'm not sure she's been recently. I think she was in something that was in Oscar conversations a few years ago. So in terms of artistry, I think she's still working and still putting out good work, and that's what's important ultimately.
No,
celebrity
for sure.
means nothing. But I was thinking while watching this, I mentioned this to you. There is a Japanese film called Akiru, which means to live, that I think would be a great double feature with this. Maybe you watch that one first because it's a little darker than this one is, but also thematically very, very similar. And I wonder if that was a big inspiration going to this movie, because it's very, very similar. And I would recommend you guys check that out as well.
I've not seen it. It might be the one I do in the middle of the night at some point.
You would love it.
Yeah.
Bring some tissues. But I do think that like this whole conversation of acceptance and what it means to come out of your like comfort zone and live your life before it's too late, like that's one of the reasons why we loved Walter Mitty.
I loved Walter Mitty a lot too. Same feel from it a little bit. I feel like just for me that one's a little more rewatchable because I feel like that's like a feel good movie that I can like just play whenever. Whereas again, this is just one of those, let's go on a journey together, and then when it's done, it's kind of done.
I get that too, like a one and done watch for sure.
Which is not a criticism at all.
Absolutely
there are
not,
great movies that are rewatchable, and there are great movies that really aren't, in my opinion. And this just happens to fall into the ones that's like, I just really love how I felt all the way through the movie, and I was like, I don't feel like that's repeatable in any way, and I don't want to try. I guess
I'll recommend it to a lot of people, but I'm like, you guys.
No, I would. I'd be like, absolutely watch it. It's utterly fantastic.
Yeah.
I liked it a great deal, but it's just not one that I'm going to be like, I better sit down and watch it again.
Also, I would love Will Ferrell to be in more dramas.
Yeah,
I thought his range was incredible in this. Like
he was great.
He portrayed vulnerability very well. And yeah, I don't know. Besides Everything Must Go, is there anything else he's done that's quite dramatic? I don't think so. I mean, really,
I can't think of anything. But I mean, I haven't seen a Will Ferrell movie. I think Step Brothers might be the last movie he did that I actually sat down and watched.
I tried watching the Holmes and Watson movie.
I've heard it was unwatchably bad, so I didn't bother.
I made it like 30 minutes into the movie, and I was like, see you later. So
right, like I said, every great comic actor has a shelf life, it kind of seems like.
Unfortunately.
Adam Sandler passed his a long time ago, yet is still cranking out the movies.
Doing great work though, as far as dramatic.
No, yeah, he definitely has a skill set that works, but his Adam Sandler comedies are.
It's Netflix stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
all right, we'll catch you next, guys. Thanks so much.
See ya.